Hello and welcome to Chill Talk English. I'm Henry, and I'm so happy to see you here today.
And I'm Emma. It's wonderful to be with all of you again. We're so glad you've joined us for another cozy chat.
Today, we're going to talk about something really important and a little bit special. We're going to learn how to make friends in English.
Yes, making friends is such a beautiful part of life, and we want to help you feel confident when you meet new people who speak English.
Sometimes it can feel a little scary to talk to new people in a different language. I remember when I first started learning Spanish, I was so nervous to say hello to people.
Oh, I understand that feeling completely, Henry. But remember, making friends is about connection, not perfection. And we're going to share some simple, natural phrases that will help you connect with others.
That's right. We'll teach you easy ways to start conversations, keep them going, and make plans with new friends. Everything we share today will be simple and useful for everyday life.
So get comfortable, maybe make a cup of tea, and let's learn together how to make friends in English.
Before we start, we want to remind you that it's okay to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a new language. Even Emma and I sometimes say things wrong.
That's so true, Henry. The most important thing is to try. Your new friends will appreciate your effort, and they'll understand that you're learning.
All right, let's begin with the most important part, how to start a conversation with someone new. Emma, what do you think is the easiest way to begin?
Well, Henry, I think the simplest way is with a friendly greeting and a smile. Something like, "Hi, I'm your name," is perfect. It's simple, clear, and friendly.
Yes, and you can add something like, "Nice to meet you," or "How are you?" These phrases work in almost any situation.
Let's practice these together. We'll say the phrase, and then you can repeat it after us. Ready?
Hi, I'm Henry.
Hi, I'm Emma.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Great job, everyone! These simple phrases are your first step to making new friends.
But what if you're in a specific place, like a coffee shop or a class? You can add something about the situation. For example, if you're at a party, you could say,
This is a nice party, isn't it? Or, do you know many people here?
exactly. Or if you're in a class, you could say, I really enjoyed today's lesson. What did you think?
These phrases show that you're interested in connecting with the other person. Let's practice a few more situation-based phrases.
At a coffee shop, this coffee is really good. Have you been here before?
At a park. Your dog is so cute. What's its name?
At a party, the music is great here. Do you like this type of music?
At a language class. I find this language really interesting. Why did you decide to learn it?
Remember, the key is to be friendly and show interest in the other person. People usually enjoy talking about themselves, so asking questions is a great way to start a friendship.
That's so true, Emma. Once you've started the conversation, how do you keep it going? This is where many learners feel a bit nervous.
Well, the secret is to listen carefully to what the other person says and ask follow-up questions. Let's imagine you've just met someone at a party.
Okay, let's do a little role play. I'll be the person you've just met.
Perfect. So, Henry, I'll start with our greeting. Hi, I'm Emma. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Emma. I'm Henry. Nice to meet you too.
So, how do you know the host of this party?
Oh, Sarah and I work together. We're in the same office.
Ah, I see. What kind of work do you do?
I'm a graphic designer. I make pictures and designs for websites and advertisements.
That sounds interesting. I've always been curious about graphic design. What do you enjoy most about your job?
I love being creative and solving problems. It's fun to take an idea and make it visual. What about you, Emma? What do you do?
I'm an English teacher. I help people learn English.
That's wonderful. I've always admired teachers. It must be rewarding to help students learn something new.
It really is, especially when I see my students become more confident in speaking English.
See how that worked, everyone? Emma asked questions about what I said, and I asked questions back. That's how you keep a conversation going.
Exactly, Henry. And notice how we shared a little about ourselves, too. Friendships are built on sharing and listening.
Let's break down some useful phrases for keeping a conversation going. These are simple questions that work in almost any situation.
Good idea. Here are some great ones. That sounds interesting. Can you tell me more?
Oh, really? What happens next?
How did you feel about that?
What do you like most about it?
How long have you been doing that?
These questions show that you're listening and interested. They encourage the other person to share more.
And don't forget to share about yourself too. When someone asks you a question, try to give a little more than just a yes or no answer.
For example, if someone asks, "Do you like movies?" instead of just saying yes, you could say, "Yes, I love movies. I especially enjoy action movies because they're so exciting. What about you?"
That's a great example, Henry. You've answered the question, added a little detail, and asked a question back. That's perfect conversation practice.
Now, let's talk about something that can be challenging, understanding everything the other person says.
Oh, that's such an important point, Henry. It's completely normal not to understand every word, especially when you're learning.
Absolutely. And it's okay to ask for help. Here are some simple phrases you can use if you don't understand something.
Could you please say that again? I'm still learning English. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? What does word mean? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it?
Most people will be very happy to help you. They might even feel good that they can assist you in your learning journey.
And remember, you can use body language too. A smile and a friendly expression go a long way, even if you don't understand every word.
That's so true, Emma. Now, let's talk about how to move from just having a conversation to actually becoming friends.
Great point. Sometimes you have a nice conversation with someone, but you're not sure how to meet them again.
The key is to suggest meeting again. Here are some simple phrases you can use. "It was really nice talking to you. Would you like to get coffee sometime? I'm going to event/place next week. Would you like to come? We should do this again sometime. Here's my phone number if you'd like to stay in touch."
These phrases are friendly and not too pushy. They give the other person a choice, which is respectful.
And if someone suggests meeting you, you can respond with enthusiasm. Here are some positive responses. "That sounds great. I'd love to." "Yes, I'd really like that. When works for you?" "That's a wonderful idea. Here's my number."
Making plans is how conversations turn into friendships. It might feel a little scary at first, but remember, the other person might be nervous too.
That's so true, Emma. Everyone feels a bit nervous when making new friends, even in their first language.
Now, let's talk about some vocabulary that will help you when making friends. We'll focus on words that describe feelings and situations related to friendship.
Great idea. Let's start with the word friendly. This means kind and pleasant. You could say, "The people in my class are very friendly."
Another useful word is shy. This means feeling nervous or uncomfortable with other people. You could say, "I'm a little shy, but I want to make new friends."
Conversation is a great word to know. It means a talk between two or more people. You could say, "I had a nice conversation with my new classmate."
Common interests is a useful phrase. It means things that you both like. You could say, "We discovered we have common interests in music and movies."
And get together is a phrasal verb that means to meet socially. You could say, "We should get together sometime next week."
Let's practice these words in sentences. We'll say the sentence, and then you can repeat after us.
The people in my new class are very friendly.
The people in my new class are very friendly.
Sometimes I feel shy when I meet new people.
Sometimes I feel shy when I meet new people.
I had a nice conversation with my neighbor yesterday.
I had a nice conversation with my neighbor yesterday.
We discovered we have common interests in cooking.
We discovered we have common interests in cooking.
We should get together for coffee next week.
Great job, everyone. These words and phrases will help you talk about making friends.
Now, let's do some practice scenarios. We'll give you a situation, and then Henry and I will show you how you might respond.
Perfect. Here's our first scenario. You're at a language exchange event, and you see someone standing alone. How could you start a conversation?
Well, I might walk over with a smile and say, "Hi, I'm Emma. Is this your first time at this language exchange?"
That's great, Emma. And if they say yes, you could follow up with, "Me too. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to practice. What languages are you learning?"
That's great, Emma. That shows you're feeling the same way, which can make the other person more comfortable. Here's another scenario. You're in a cafe and you notice someone reading a book you've read and loved. What could you say?
I might say, "Excuse me, I noticed you're reading that book. I read it last month and really loved it. How are you finding it?"
That's perfect, Emma. It's polite and shows you have something in common. If they respond positively, you could continue with, "What did you think about the main character?"
Yes, and if the conversation goes well, you might say something like, "I'm actually looking for a new book to read. Do you have any recommendations?"
Great suggestions. Here's one more scenario. You're new to a city and want to make friends at a local community center. What could you do?
I would look for activities or classes that interest me. For example, if I like cooking, I might join a cooking class. Then I could say to a classmate, "This dish smells amazing. Have you taken cooking classes here before?"
That's wonderful, Emma. And you could follow up with, "I'm new to this city. Do you know of other fun activities here?"
Exactly. Remember, finding common interests is a great way to start friendships.
Now, let's talk about something really important, cultural differences in making friends.
Oh, that's such an important topic, Henry. Different cultures have different ways of making friends, and it's helpful to be aware of these differences.
In some English-speaking cultures, people might be quite friendly in conversation, but it doesn't always mean they want to become close friends right away.
That's true, Henry. In some cultures, friendship might develop more slowly. People might need more time before they invite you to their home or share personal things.
But don't worry, this doesn't mean people don't like you. It's just a different way of approaching friendship.
The best approach is to be friendly, but not too pushy. Respect people's personal space and privacy.
And remember that gestures and body language can mean different things in different cultures too. A friendly smile is usually welcome everywhere, but other gestures might vary.
The most important thing is to be yourself, be respectful, and show genuine interest in others.
That's perfect advice, Emma. Now, let's talk about some common challenges when making friends in English and how to overcome them.
Good idea. One challenge might be feeling shy or nervous. What do you think, Henry?
I think feeling shy is completely normal. Even native speakers feel shy sometimes. The key is to start small. You don't need to have a long, deep conversation the first time you meet someone.
That's great idea, Henry. Just a simple exchange about the weather or a shared situation can be enough to start.
Another challenge might be worrying about making mistakes. What do you think about that, Emma?
I think it's important to remember that making mistakes is part of learning. Your new friends won't expect you to speak perfectly. In fact, they might find it charming when you make small mistakes.
That's so true, Emma. And most people are kind and understanding when they know you're learning a new language.
Another challenge could be not knowing what to talk about. What would you suggest, Henry?
I'd suggest preparing a few topics in advance. Things like hobbies, travel, food, movies, or music are usually safe and interesting topics.
Great idea. And you can always ask the other person about their interests. Most people enjoy talking about things they like.
Now, let's talk about how to practice making friends in English. Emma, what are some good ways to practice?
Well, one great way is to join language exchange groups or conversation clubs. These are specifically for people who want to practice speaking with others.
Yes, and online communities can be good too. There are many websites and apps where you can find language exchange partners.
Another good way is to join clubs or groups that focus on your hobbies. If you like sports, join a sports team. If you like reading, join a book club.
That's perfect advice, Emma. When you share interests with others, it's much easier to start conversations and build friendships.
And don't forget to practice with friends you already have. If you have friends who speak English, ask them to help you practice.
That's a great point, Emma. Friends are usually happy to help you learn.
Now, let's talk about something important: online friendships. Many people make friends through social media or language learning apps.
That's so true, Emma. Online friendships can be wonderful, especially if you're not able to meet people in person easily.
The same basic principles apply. Be friendly, show interest in others, and share about yourself.
But it's important to be safe online too. Be careful about sharing personal information, and remember that not everyone online is who they say they are.
That's excellent advice, Henry. Safety should always come first, whether you're making friends online or in person.
Now, let's talk about how to maintain friendships once you've made them. Emma, what do you think is important for keeping friendships strong?
I think regular contact is really important, Henry. Even a short message to say hello can keep a friendship alive.
That's so true, Emma. And remembering important things about your friends, like their birthdays or special events, shows that you care.
Being there for your friends when they need support is also crucial. Friendship is about being there for each other through good times and difficult times.
And celebrating your friends' successes is important too. When something good happens to your friend, share in their happiness.
That's beautiful, Henry. Friendship is about sharing both the good times and the challenging times.
Now, let's summarize what we've learned today about making friends in English.
Great idea. We've learned how to start conversations with simple greetings and questions about the situation.
We've learned how to keep conversations going by asking follow-up questions and sharing about ourselves.
We've learned useful phrases for when we don't understand something and how to ask for help politely.
We've learned how to suggest meeting again and how to respond positively when others suggest meeting you.
We've learned some useful vocabulary related to friendship and making friends.
We've practiced different scenarios and talked about common challenges and how to overcome them.
And we've discussed how to maintain friendships once you've made them.
That's a lot of useful information, but remember, making friends is a skill that develops with practice.
That's so true, Henry. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become.
And don't forget to be patient with yourself. Learning to make friends in a new language takes time.
Before we finish, let's do one more practice session. We'll give you some phrases and you can repeat them after us. These are great phrases for making friends.
Hi, I'm Jack. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Emily. Nice to meet you.
What do you like to do in your free time?
What do you like to do in your free time?
That sounds interesting. Can you tell me more?
That sounds interesting. Can you tell me more?
It was really nice talking to you. Would you like to meet again sometime?
It was really nice talking to you. Would you like to meet again sometime?
Great job, everyone. These phrases will help you make friends in English.
Remember, the most important thing is to be yourself and show genuine interest in others.
That's perfect advice, Emma. Now, before we say goodbye, we want to leave you with some motivation.
Learning to make friends in a new language is a journey. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay.
Every conversation you have, even if it's short or imperfect, is a step forward.
Be proud of yourself for trying. Your courage to connect with others in a new language is amazing.
And remember, friendship is one of the most beautiful things in life. It's worth the effort to learn how to make friends in English.
We believe in you and we know you can do it.
Thank you for joining us today on ChillTalk English. We hope you feel more confident about making friends in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear about your experiences making friends in English.
And don't forget to practice what you've learned today. The more you practice, the easier it will become.
Join us next time for another cozy chat about learning English. Until then, be kind to yourself and keep practicing.
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next time on Chill Talk English.
Bye-bye. Take care and happy learning.